Hi guys, Harry here, and today I have a Pokemon video for you. Um, Pokemon has a lot of powerful creatures, and some of them are just insanely strong. So today's video is the top 10 strongest Pokemon. These Pokemon are going to be ranked by their base stat totals, which are all of their base stats combined together to make obviously their total. Um, and if there's a tie in their base stat total, I do it by their weaknesses or their coverage they have, or how good I think they are at being like how good they are in battling, and also how they're found in like a game. Like that's not going to factor into it a lot because some of these you can't find, but just because otherwise you can't use it without hacking your game. Anyway, let's get into the video, but before we do, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe as well. So let's get into the video. First, we have an honourable mention for Mega Latias and Mega Latios. They have a base stat total of 700, and I thought I'd put them in here because I know it's the top 10 strongest Pokemon, but they have a base stat total of 700, just like the next couple on this, the next couple of Pokemon down on the list. Which is why I think they deserve an honourable mention. At number 10, we have Mega Diancie. Mega Diancie has a base stat total of 700. It is a rock and fairy type, and of course, it was introduced in Generation 6 when fairy type was first introduced and at its highest. It's still probably the best type, but it is when it was at its highest, in my opinion. Mega Diancie, though, unfortunately doesn't have a lot of good fairy type moves. If you want like all the good fairy type moves, I think here only learns Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam by TM, so that kind of ranks it down in its usage. It has 4 weaknesses, and one of those is a 4 times weakness. It also doesn't have any, unfortunately, not found in any mainline game. And, I mean, as I said, I was unsure about putting, if they're found in here, like if they're not found in any mainline game, putting them in this video. But I thought, I mean, it's the strongest, and really, I just got to go with how strong they are, regardless of whether they're in the whether you can catch them or not. At number 9, we have White Kyurem and Black Kyurem with a base stat total of 700. It has a 5 times weakness, but I think it balances out its weaknesses quite well. They need more coverage, but I think White Kyurem does it pretty well. White Kyurem is a dragon and ice type. It keeps Kyurem's main type, but it does get Reshiram's signature move, which is fire, which obviously no fairy types when it was introduced, and also it gets rid of its ice weakness because can hit ice weakness ice Pokemon for super effective damage with its signature move. Reshiram doesn't do it Black Kyurem doesn't do it as well, but it still gets Zeprom's signature move. Unfortunately, they need a bit more coverage because I don't think they get any other fire or electric move respectively. But, I mean, this kind of made the boundary for introducing 3 types in one Pokemon. I mean, because they could have like Ice Dragon Fire or Ice Dragon Electric, which I think could be really cool if Pokemon ever decides to introduce 3 types. At number 8, we have Zygarde 100% form with a base stat total of 708. It's not that much ahead of the others, but it's still 8 points ahead, so that's why it's number 8. It only has 3 weaknesses and 1 2 times weakness. 1 4 times weakness. And it's pretty bulky and pretty good like attacking, but it's not that fast with only a base stat of 85 in that, but it is still amazingly strong, and really, I thought it would be even more strong, but no, it ranks at a solid number 8. At number 7, we have Zacian and Zamazenta Crowned Sword and Crowned Shield form. They are really good, and they are the newest legendaries, excluding Calyrex's forms. But I mean, they're the mainline, legendaries. So I think it's pretty solid them being number 7. Unfortunately, they don't have many fighting or fairy type moves for the Zacian. So unfortunately, it doesn't get too much coverage, and same for Zamazenta, it doesn't get too much fighting and steel coverage. I think it gets a bit more than Zacian, but their moves, unfortunately, aren't the moves aren't great, and also the base stats of them aren't great, with only 80 special attack. They only have 2/3 weaknesses respectively, which I think they could easily cover it, and with a base stat total of 720, I think they'll be doing just fine. At number 6, we have Arceus at the base stat total of 720, just like Zacian and Zamazenta. You think the God of Pokemon would make him so he's the strongest Pokemon, but there are some amazing Pokemon past him. Arceus all stats are 120, and it only has one weakness, and it can change its type with its ability and its different plates. Unfortunately, as with Mega Diancie, I was concerned about putting him in here because he cannot be obtained legitimately. The Azora Flute, which was supposed to summon him, was never released, and I think there might have been one event back in when Platinum was released where you could get Arceus, but that's one event, and I think you had to show up in person. So, I mean, with the thing going to be the Azora Fruit not being released, so you can't obtain that to obtain Arceus, it's unlikely you have a legitimate one. But with his base stat totals being 120 across the whole board, I think that is a very powerful Pokemon. At number 5, we have Ultra Necrozma with a base stat total of 754. Ultra Necrozma, as a lot of people know, well, if you played through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, decimated their team probably first try. I mean, well, like, you wouldn't have had any legendaries by that time unless you went through and you didn't go into Ultra Necrozma's world right away. You went through a 5-star ring one and got a legendary, but even then, could it survive Ultra Necrozma? I don't know, I haven't seen anyone use it, and I didn't have the time to use it because I just went in with my playthrough team. Unfortunately, there are some Pokemon that can survive its move, but with Neuroforce, its ability, that powers up super effective hits. Even with it having 6 weaknesses, I don't think a Pokemon that even could hit it for super effective damage could live, 2 moves at least. I mean, not even one. Neuroforce just makes it insanely powerful, and I think a lot of people know that. At number 4, we have Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. Both are amazing and both have great moves. Groudon is a bit better though, because it only gets one weakness with its ability of Drought. Unfortunately, Primal Kyogre only gets Drizzle, which means Electric and Grass still hit it super effectively, but with Kyogre's ability of Drought, Water-type Pokemon can't hit it super effectively, only Ground, even though he's the personification of Ground, which is a bit silly, but I think that they are both amazingly powerful. Groudon a bit more so with its ability, but both, I mean, they're primal reversions. These are the legendaries that conquered Sinnoh and made it what it is today. which I think is why they definitely deserve a number 4 spot. At number 3, we have Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y with a base stat total of 780, only 10 points above Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre with 770, but Mega Mewtwo X and Y both have the same with 780. They are good, strong Pokemon, and they are literally, I cannot say anything bad about them. I mean, obviously they have the weaknesses to Dark and Bug, but they are just immensely, immensely strong. The only bad thing is that they have to hold their Mega Stone, which is like, I don't know how a man-made Pokemon has a naturally occurring Mega Stone, but never mind. I mean, you'd want a Mega Mewtwo. I mean, X or Y. It's just both immensely strong. I mean, Mega Mewtwo hits a bit more physically, like Mega Mewtwo Y hits a bit more specially, but they are still amazingly strong. At number 2, we have Mega Rayquaza, which has the same base stat total as Mega Mewtwo X and Y with a base stat total of 780. And it is above Mega Mewtwo X and Y because, even though it has a 4 times weakness, it doesn't need to hold its Mega Stone. It just needs to know the move Dragon Ascent, which is an amazingly powerful move. You would want it on your Rayquaza anyway, so the fact that it has to have that to Mega Evolve is a help, more of a hindrance than it was with Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. And also you can put other stuff on it because it doesn't need to hold anything like leftovers, a life orb, a focus sash. Possibilities are endless with what you can do with Mega Rayquaza. I mean, no reason why it wasn't like a meme about it of like Mega Rayquaza tears, more like tears, like the Smogon tears, and then like crying tears, which is why Mega Rayquaza was just banned immediately. Now, number 1, the strongest Pokemon of all time is Eternamax Eternatus. All of these have been in the 700 region of base stat totals. Even Mega Mewtwo X, Y, and Mega Rayquaza were just at 780. But Eternamax Eternatus has a base stat total of 1,125, making it the strongest Pokemon of all time ever by miles. Just miles. Eternamax Eternatus is insane, but it cannot be obtained legitimately. It is only in the max raid 4 against 1, and then after that it goes back to regular Eternatus, which is strong, but it's not be able to make it onto this list if it was just regular Eternatus. But Eternamax Eternatus, I mean, there will never be a Pokemon stronger than it, in my opinion, because these just insane. So I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below with what you think I should have had the ranking with the base stat total ties. But I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.